Ready for baseball here in New York. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. Nice grab. Fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hey! Nunez gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. The 1-2. Runner on the move. Called strike 3. Safe at second, and that was not close. So now with one away and a man at second. Next for the Nationals is the DH, James Wood. To the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 out. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Out to short. Abrams tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-1. This one looks like trouble. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Man at second.
Oh, that's inside.
Young under it. And there's 2 away. Juan Soto now. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. And down on strikes. Back here at Citi Field, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Garcia bats left, throws right, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And his batting average this season is over .350.
That ball's foul.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. This one popped up right side. And there's 1 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Foul ball.
Second inning here, no score. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. One out man at first. Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And first offering is fouled off. Fly ball down the line. And it had the distance, but slices foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
Foul ball.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one ripped. And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Tyrone Taylor in the box, lays off for ball one. Cruz settles under it. Out number 2. He's 0 for 1.
For the Mets, third baseman, Bichette.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, on to the third inning. Curtis Mead digging in for the Nationals.
Well, these Nats definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
On the ground right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That's a strike.
Boom, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Man at first, one away. That's out to center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Dylan Cruz now at the plate. Caught looking his first time up. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make it.
Bichette whips it to first. And that's the inning. Back back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the third. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. That one carrying. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He'll take a jog around the bases. And it falls. And a man aboard.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. In the dirt. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the last half of the third. Oh, great stop. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Young should have this one. And there are two outs. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lyle under it. That is the inning. Start of the fourth. Stepping in, James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Late with the swing there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In the air, left field. Soto gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Nationals, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
Pulls it down, and there are two away. And now it's Luis Garcia. Flied out his first time. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Out towards right center field. And that's the third out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Young, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. The 0-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first, throw is low, and oh, nearly a great play. The scoop goes in and out of the glove.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Balin Lyle.
That one way outside, ball 1. And a ground ball to first. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done. Next to hit for the Nats, Curtis Mead. 0 for 1 so far. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Bichette whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
In the dirt, blocked.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Mead. The throw to second is offline. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The Mets trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. That one felt good. Base hit. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the DH, Brett Beatty. Hey. Now he steps off. Nothing doing. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lyle under it. And there's one down. Swings through that.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And that gets down into the gap. And out to a board.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Simeon in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And there's two away. Two outs, runners at first and second. And now Tyrone Taylor. Foul ball there. And the inning is over. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Nasim Nunez. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Could be a chance here for them.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Washington, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch.
Base hit center field. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. It's 6-1.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Abrams leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Yep, that ball went out.
Here's a 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Popped up left side. Bichette. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, both Paxton Schultz into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air to left center. Young settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Foul ball. 0-1 now. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fly ball down the line. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7, Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1. Fouled off left side. Hard hit right side. Polanco takes it himself, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for
2 outs,
Washington,
base is
third
empty.
baseman,
Curtis Mead, the next to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Now fly ball to right center. Young has a beat on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
He's got it, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. He's already homered in this game. Line drive. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Nunez. And that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. The switch hitting catcher will come. Alex Carrillo on the pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ball 1.
Carrillo, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the line.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Frelick ranging back. And that one is gone over the right field wall. They do it again. Back to back. Homers. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Here's the throw. And he's got his second double of the game. That clips the corner. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's out.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Heads up base running right there.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's C.J. Abrams now. A.J. Minter taking over on the mound. That's ripped into the outfield. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay, safe at the plate. And it's now a 2-run game. Left field. And it drops in. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Young in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Tap foul at the plate.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
On the ground, right side. Over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Ball, that's in.
Garcia. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the next third baseman. Go, good shot.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Play is made, 2 out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Up the middle, Nunez. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here in Queens, now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. Just got him on that one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. This one in the air, center field. Taylor moving under this one. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Comebacker to the mound. And that'll do it. And this one. All right, ready to get underway. Miles Straw digs in now.
Miles Straw.
And we're underway here in the home opener.
Down.
Check swing called strike. Strike one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
In the air to left center. Soto under this one. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Machado.
Ball, that's down.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Third baseman, number 19, Bo Bichette.
And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Leahy. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Bobby Witt Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. Gets down, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one fouled off.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here at Citi Field, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Alec Burleson.
Ball.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
No,
we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away. One out, man at first. And up next for St. Louis, Bryce Eldridge. Breaking ball inside. Ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball two.
Hard liner. And that's just foul.
Well, he gave that one a pretty good ride down the line, but it hooked just foul down in the corner. That could have been an easy double if it stayed fair.
Stays alive. 2-2 now. That
Ball
one
three.
missed. And ball four
Take
to
your base.
aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Soto moving under this one. That's out number 2. Carter Jensen, the next to hit.
Carter Jensen.
And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. He shoots one out to right. The Cardinals score first. It's 3-0. Hit hard on the ground is short. Witt over to first.
He's out.
And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2, Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 6, Red
Foul ball. Oh, 1 now. On a line. And that's a base hit. Relay to second, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Sal Frelick swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a foul straight back. In the air, left field. Eldridge settles under it. 2 away now. That one the other way, and that will end the inning. New inning getting started, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Miles Straw. Out to short, Witt sends it to first.
Yes, you're out.
Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder Jake McCarthy.
That one ripped, and it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs. Now Machado up here. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. So 2 down, and now it's Ivan Herrera. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that is that. Bottom of the inning, leading off, Tyrone Taylor.
Center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Win. Zips it to first.
Got him. That's an out.
1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. In the air, center field. Straw under it. 2 down. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Right side. And that chance handled. On to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cardinals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Out to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Carter Jensen.
High fly ball, right field. Freeland gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
And I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
Acuna.
There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Mets. That one pushed foul.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
The 0-2. Takes it in for the out.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but
swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
The Cardinals leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's way high. 1-2 to count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
Oh, and a great stop over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Francisco Alvarez. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Miles Straw. This one in the air, center field. Taylor under it, and there's one down. Base hit, center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Alec Burleson getting ready to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Booyah! Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Line to left. And foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 0-2 now. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom, boom. They go back to back. Kevin Williams into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
The 0-1. In the dirt. 0-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Witt gets it to first.
Got him.
And that is the 3rd out. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
1 away.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Val Frelick.
And that should be extra bases. The throw to second, and that's a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Oh, great stop. The tag, and they got him. Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
On the ground to the left. Machado throws to first in time. Top of the 6th inning. And now the Cardinals catcher, Carter Jensen. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Cards, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Popped in the air, left field, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
No, that's down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
This one popped up. Simeon takes it in for the out. 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Miles Straw will hit next. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center field. Taylor on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Handles, throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
Straw has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Manny Machado. This one in the air, center field. 1 down.
No.
There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. Another 1-2. The Redbirds up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Burleson at first, 1 gone. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 down. Now the left fielder, Bryce Eldridge. Swing and a drive deep right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
That's a strike. 1 and 2. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it goes just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field, Freeland settles underneath it, and that is that. Back here in Queens, here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Reaching down, makes the catch. Up the middle. And a base hit. And a man aboard. So up next for New York, Sal Freeland. Lifted in the air, right center field. McCarthy on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Center field. Straw in position. That is the inning. We go to the 8th, and now the Cardinals catcher, Carter Jensen. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that goes foul. The 0-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Taylor moving under it. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. And that's a 1-out single.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Stepping in, Miles Straw takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder Jake McCarthy.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Look out. That ball is smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom. Into the second deck it goes.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 32, Tobias Myers.
High fly ball, right field. Freeland under it. And that is that. Back here in Citi Field, here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard. So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Ripped, but it curls foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A three-run homer. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Chase Petty.
Power slider guy, Blue. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
McCarthy under it. And there's one down. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, no appeal. And that's ball one. Petty, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2021. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a rocket into the outfield. He's someone you'll notice that attacks hitters with that high velocity slider. It is definitely not going to be mistaken for a slurve. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
When the velocity is living in the upper 90s and maybe even touch triple digits, then you're throwing a slider in that same range. Very difficult because the hitter wants to hit the fastball first and foremost. And when you put that little wrinkle in it like he does, it's really devastating.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 10-4 score. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Fouled off to the right. Hammered down the right side, but foul. This one in the air, center field. Taylor should have this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
In the air, right side. Freeland going back on this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Bryce Eldridge next up for the Cardinals. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
On the ground, right side. Simeon toss over to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Queens, digging in, Sal Freeland. To the right side, Acuna. Gets it to first.
That's an out.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 away now. So it's their last chance in this one. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor.
Double!
Now the 0-1. This one looks like trouble. Taylor races for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's now 10-5.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Polanco now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And now two aboard. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Win the flip. That's the ball game. And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.